Last month we sat down with young girls from the Muslim community to discuss domestic violence in teenage relationships and how their best friend can best support them. So the session lasted a couple of hours, brilliant discussions within the group, so here are the highlights. Please enjoy.
Someone ringing you, texting you constantly.
I think when you're in a relationship, I think some girls think that's a good thing. I'm sure you've been in school and, there's a girl, she's got a boyfriend, and she's like, oh my god, my boyfriend's constantly texting me, he cares about me so much. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing. I think it depends on how you act.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're getting that many constant messages, though, it depends what the messages say, I suppose. Maybe you're just trying to find out where you are, he's just trying to care for you. But if it's happening 24/7,
I don't think that's good.
yeah.
Especially for a 14-year-old, you should tell an adult. If she wasn't answering his text messages, and he could know that something might be wrong. But if he's constantly saying, oh, no, really, I think that's creepy.
So to find each other's location and to know where you are, what do you use usually?
Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat.
So do you think social media is like a big impact as well in relationships?
Yeah, because a lot of people share a lot of things on social media.
Do you think it's alright for him to tell her where she can and can't go, or, tell her what to do? Why is that?
What's that sign of him controlling?
Their controlling behaviour, that's a big one. What's controlling behaviour? What would you say controlling behaviour is?
Make decisions for someone else.
Yeah, and they don't have a right to say it, basically.
I think she should be able to have freedom.
Yeah, exactly, freedom.
Just one more question on. So, what would you advise a friend then around that? So, if he knows where she is all the time, what advice do you give a friend?
Turn the location off and tell someone who you trust.
Parents.
Yeah, definitely.
Teacher at school.
Probably the first person that they'd go to, but most likely a friend. How do you think she would feel if she's got somebody constantly monitoring her and texting her all the time? How do you think that she would feel?
She would feel quite irritated.
If you're in a situation how he knows where she is all the time, she'd be quite scared.
She could feel trapped almost. She's trapped in this relationship and she feels like she can't get out.
So if you were looking at supporting your friend, or somebody happened to come to you as a friend asking for your advice, do you think you'd know what to say to them? And what I would say is there's no right or wrong answer to it's just giving somebody a listening ear in a non-judgmental way. And you know your friend better than anybody, so if you saw a change in behaviour, your friends, don't you? You know if they're always joking and laughing, or you've got a friend. Yeah, so you're looking at each other, so you can relate to that. So come on, tell me what's going on there then. So you obviously know each other quite well then as friends. So do you think you'd know if her behaviour started to change? Do you think you'd be able to recognise that? Yeah. How do you think you would approach that then?
Text them to check in with them. If they're not answering, then you can understand.
If they're still not answering, just keep reminding them that you're always around if they need help with anything.
Some amazing advice and tips so far from the group. We have some advice of our own as well and some tips. Believe them, be supportive, be honest and be open. And just remember it's not their fault. What they're going through is not their fault. Express your concerns and thank your friend for trusting you.
Violet is 18 years old and she was with a boy for over a year. She's really unhappy and she's actually afraid of him. She came to you for support because she's afraid that he has pictures of them both together on her phone and constantly threatens to show them to her family. What do you think about this?
Again, I think the first thing I picked up was control. He's trying to control her. This person is threatening you. How do you get across to them? Even for a friend, it would be hard to support. I feel like you would try your best. The best way to support as a friend, I just would say that I'm there for you.
I think it depends on what the picture is, and I mean, knowing that she's a Muslim and thinking that even if she's just standing beside a boy in a Muslim household, it's not going to work out very well. Whereas if it's something a lot more extreme or something what they might class as worse, then that could also have more of a negative impact, you know what I mean? So I think it's all dependent on like what the situation is and what the picture's about.
As much as it's not nice for you to see your friend to go through that, you can't tell her to do something that might not work out for her. So I'd say, you know, I'd be supportive and here for you, but let's go together maybe to go find the right help, you know, seek advice, whether, you know, you're in a school or college environment, that might be the next best place, or whether that means going to the police. Layla might find it difficult on her own to go get this help. If she's got that supportive friend with her, you might not have to do nothing or say anything, but you feel a bit more stronger to now then go get this help.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all those that have participated within the group to help tackle domestic abuse. Now, if you would like any further support or advice or tips, you can go on to www.yourbestfriend.org.uk. That's www.yourbestfriend.org.uk. Thank you.